Faisal Slid was 9 years old when his village, Hubeiza, was attacked and captured by Israeli paramilitary groups. It was May 1948, and most of the 400 inhabitants fled after mortar attacks. It was the beginning of the Naqba. Today, Slid believes it's important for new generations of Palestinians to remember what happened to them on Naqba and after.
Our children, our family are part of the diaspora. They went to Lebanon, Syria and Iraq. All over in those countries we were killed. They gave us the title of the children of the refugees.
Israel has continued to expand its occupation in the West Bank and Jerusalem since 1948. Palestinians say that make the Nakba the word means catastrophe and ongoing event. Historian Adel Menna says what's happened since is, in many ways, like colonialism, and in some ways, it's worse.
Countries like Britain or France or other colonial countries were occupying states or countries in Asia and Africa and America and so on. And then in the end of the day, in the period of decolonization, they went back to their country. Settler colonials, they don't have the possibility of going back to their country because they established their new society on the expense of the indigenous people.
Palestinians say that's exactly how Zionists established the Israeli state, by displacing them and seizing their land. But Israel disagrees.
The Palestinians have no right of return because the Palestinians started this conflict, and the consequence of this conflict is, among other things, the situation of the refugees. But we cannot and we will not allow people who for the last 71 years have been educated to hate the state of Israel into our own country. This is inconceivable.
But Palestinians insist that it was Zionist atrocities that forced them to flee, the most infamous being Deir Yassin.
71 years ago, the roughly 600 people here at the time in Deir Yassin were attacked by Zionist militias. More than 100 Palestinians were killed. The massacre was pivotal in pushing Palestinians to leave their homes.
Today, Faisal Slid finds little that is familiar in his village. But he remains hopeful that one day Palestinians will return and rebuild their homeland and reclaim what he says is rightful theirs. Mustafa Fatih Yavuz, TRT World, occupied East Jerusalem.